Yo, what's good, everybody? So, Akai Professional just did something simple, but honestly pretty smart. They took one of the most popular MIDI controllers on the planet, the MPK Mini 4, and dropped a brand new red version. Now, some people are going to say, it's just a color. Yeah, but let's be real for a second. In music production, aesthetics matter more than people want to admit. You sit in front of your setup for hundreds, sometimes thousands of hours. The gear has to make you want to create. In this red version, this thing looks like it's about to make trap beats, EDM, pop records, and accidentally start a boss fight. Cut to product photos. The MPK Mini 4 was already a huge upgrade over previous versions. You've got 25 velocity-sensitive keys, 8 MPC drum pads, 8 assignable knobs, real pitch and modulation wheels, USB-C, full-size MIDI output, a color screen, scale mode, chord mode, enhanced arpeggiator. That's actually a crazy amount of features for something this small. Back in the day, controllers at this size felt more like toys. Now, people are making full albums off setups smaller than a backpack. And honestly, this is where I think companies like Akai understand modern creators. Not everybody has a giant studio. Not everybody wants a giant studio. Sometimes you're producing in your bedroom. Sometimes you're making beats on a laptop at work during break. Sometimes you're sitting in a hallway studio like I do. The smaller the setup, the easier it is to actually create. One thing I really like about the MPK Mini 4 is that Akai finally gave it actual pitch and mod wheels. The older joystick design always felt weird to me. The wheels make it feel closer to a serious instrument rather than just a beginner controller. And the fact that they included a full-size MIDI output is huge. That means you're not locked into only using software. You can hook this thing up to hardware synths, drum machines, and other gear without needing weird adapters. The red colorway section. But let's talk about the real reason we're here. The color. This thing is red, not subtle red. Not maybe it's red depending on the lighting red. This thing looks like Akai took the sports car package and put it on a MIDI controller. If you got a black setup, the red instantly becomes the centerpiece. People are going to walk into the room and ask, what is that? Before you even play a note. Creator perspective. Something I've learned over the years is that content creation isn't just about the music anymore. It's about the visual presentation too. A microphone looks cool. A camera looks cool. A controller looks cool. People watch with their eyes first, then they listen. That's why a red controller actually makes more sense than some people realize, especially if you're making TikToks, YouTube shorts, live streams, beat videos, or studio content. The software bundle is honestly pretty stacked too. Akai is throwing in over 1,000 sounds through their studio instrument collection, plus Ableton Live Lite and additional software from Native Instruments. For somebody just getting started, that's basically an entire production setup right out of the box. So what's my verdict? The red MPK Mini 4 isn't reinventing the wheel. The hardware is still the MPK Mini 4 we already know. But that's actually the point. Akai took a controller that was already selling like crazy and gave people another reason to buy it. And honestly, if I was building a red and black studio setup, I'd probably be looking at this thing right now. Because sometimes inspiration starts with sound. And sometimes inspiration starts with looking over at your desk and thinking, yeah, that setup looks fire. Let me know what you think. Would you buy the red version or are you sticking with black? Drop it in the comments.